Hi everyone, this is Dr. Jess Nerren. I am here with a faculty video about students who learn differently in our classrooms and why it matters. So you're going to always have students who learn differently in your classroom, which I know you already know. Okay, why does that matter? Because our classrooms are a microcosm for all of the places and spaces that our students are going to go to once they leave our classroom, right? And so how we help make sure that everyone has a seat at the table in our classrooms is how not only our accommodated student is going to feel and succeed and grow and thrive, but it's also how all of our unaccommodated students are really going to be the best version of themselves once they leave our classroom, right? Because I mean, what more important information to model and impart to our students than all people have, an inherent worth and dignity, to quote the UN rights of people with disabilities, right? All people have a right to have a seat at the table. Now, what they do with that seat at the table is their own business, right? Our students have the right to succeed and fail, whether they're disabled or non-disabled or not, right? But every single student in our classroom has a right to get that seat at the table as a starting point. And by doing that, honestly, you are completely providing an opportunity to model inclusion and DEI principles in a way that's going to flow forward for your students for absolutely the rest of their lives. Right. In addition to that, just from like a pedagogical standpoint, like there's always going to be different kinds of learners in your room, right? For all kinds of different reasons, right? Like the amount of trauma that they have on board at any given moment, like how much stress is in their world, how much sleep did they get the night before? Is this their first or second language? How stable is their Maslow's hierarchy of needs? And so as we kind of provide for the opportunity for many different kinds of learners to be successful, and for many different kinds of learners to get that initial seat at the table, you're including a heck of a lot of other people in the process, and really opening up your classroom into the opportunity for there to be an equity lens, in a way that I think might be really, really enriching and valuable. I know it has been for me and for my students alike. Now, every class is different, every faculty member is different, every situation is different, right? Um, just as students also learn differently. But as we add these additional tools, at the end of the day, it makes their opportunity for success um, increase uh, in an equitable way, because all we're doing is getting them a seat at the table to begin. And then what they do with that seat at the table is really up to them. Then it's their choose your own adventure. So I really look forward to talking with you about this. I'm really interested and eager to discuss with you any ideas or thoughts or questions that you might have. I really appreciate all that you're doing for your students with and without disabilities every day. And if you have any questions or you need anything, please email me anytime. My email is jessica.nerren@csusb.edu. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.